Happiness is something we all strive for, but sometimes the very habits we've built over time can work against us. Many of these habits seem harmless or even go unnoticed in our daily lives, yet they slowly erode our sense of joy and well-being. These toxic behaviors become ingrained in our routines and make it difficult to experience true happiness. In this article, we will explore 5 toxic habits that could be secretly ruining your happiness and why it's essential to recognize and change them. Habit 1. Constant comparison. One of the most toxic habits that can sabotage your happiness is constantly comparing yourself to others. In a world where social media dominates, it's easy to see the highlights of someone else's life and feel inadequate in comparison. We forget that people often showcase their best moments online, not their struggles or failures. Constant comparison can lead to feelings of jealousy, inadequacy, and even depression as you begin to believe that your life isn't as fulfilling as those around you. The key to breaking free from this habit is to focus on your own journey and acknowledge that everyone has their own path to happiness. Comparing yourself not only lowers your self-esteem, but also shifts your focus away from what truly matters in your life. Instead of being grateful for what you have, you fixate on what others seem to possess. This creates a cycle of negativity as you continually chase after an unrealistic version of success or happiness. Breaking this habit requires self-awareness and practicing gratitude for your own unique circumstances. Once you stop comparing, you'll begin to realize that happiness is not about competing with others, but about appreciating what's already within your grasp. Overcoming this habit also involves setting boundaries with social media and curating your feed to reduce exposure to content that triggers comparison. When you allow yourself to live more in the present and less through the lens of others, you create space for inner peace and contentment. Happiness comes from focusing on your personal growth and celebrating your achievements, no matter how small they may seem. Habit 2. Negative self-talk. The way you speak to yourself has a tremendous impact on your emotional well-being. Negative self-talk is a toxic habit that can go unnoticed because it often becomes internalized over time. Whether it's telling yourself you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, or that you don't deserve happiness, these thoughts can slowly eat away at your self-worth. This habit not only undermines your confidence but also perpetuates a cycle of self-sabotage, preventing you from embracing opportunities that could bring fulfillment. Challenging negative self-talk is essential for cultivating happiness. Start by becoming more aware of these thoughts and questioning their validity. Often these inner criticisms are exaggerated or simply untrue. Replace negative statements with positive affirmations and focus on your strengths rather than your perceived weaknesses. The goal is not to ignore constructive criticism, but to shift away from toxic negativity that holds you back. As you practice self-compassion and kindness, you'll notice a gradual improvement in your outlook on life. Positive self-talk fosters resilience, encourages growth, and helps you build a more positive relationship with yourself. When you treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend, you open the door to greater happiness and peace of mind. Habit 3. Holding on to grudges. Grudges are emotional burdens that weigh heavily on your mind and heart. Holding on to resentment or anger towards someone can drain your energy and prevent you from experiencing happiness. While it's natural to feel hurt when someone wrongs you, allowing that hurt to fester over time leads to bitterness. The longer you hold on to a grudge, the more it consumes you, robbing you of your ability to move forward and enjoy life. Letting go of grudges is essential for your emotional freedom. Forgiveness doesn't mean condoning someone's actions. Rather, it's about releasing the negative emotions that keep you stuck in the past. When you forgive, you free yourself from the emotional prison that resentment creates. This act of letting go enables you to reclaim your energy and focus on the present moment, which is where happiness truly resides. Practicing forgiveness can be challenging, especially when the pain runs deep. However, it's a gift you give to yourself, not to the person who hurt you. By letting go of grudges, you regain control over your emotions and allow space for positivity and joy to enter your life. Happiness thrives when you release negativity and embrace the power of forgiveness. Habit 4. Seeking external validation. Many people fall into the trap of seeking approval from others to feel happy or fulfilled. Whether it's through compliments, social media likes, or praise from colleagues, external validation can create a dependency that ultimately undermines your self-worth. Relying on others to validate your worth places your happiness in the hands of others, making it fragile and fleeting. This toxic habit leaves you constantly seeking validation, never feeling truly satisfied with yourself. True happiness comes from within, and cultivating self-worth independent of others' opinions is crucial. Begin by recognizing your own achievements, talents, and qualities without needing external confirmation. Focus on building internal validation by setting personal goals and celebrating your successes, no matter how small. The more you trust your own judgment and embrace your worth, the less you'll seek approval from others. Breaking free from this habit also involves setting boundaries with people who may fuel your need for validation. Surround yourself with individuals who support your growth and happiness without requiring constant validation. As you learn to trust and appreciate yourself, you'll find a deeper sense of fulfillment that external approval could never provide. Habit 5. Procrastination. Procrastination may seem like a minor issue, but over time, it can become a toxic habit that erodes your happiness. Delaying tasks, especially those that are important to your growth and well-being, creates unnecessary stress and anxiety. The longer you put off responsibilities, the more they pile up, leading to feelings of overwhelm and guilt. Procrastination not only delays your progress, but also prevents you from experiencing the satisfaction that comes with accomplishing goals. Overcoming procrastination starts with breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps. When you tackle your responsibilities bit by bit, they become less intimidating and you build momentum. Another effective strategy is to identify the underlying reasons for your procrastination, whether it's fear of failure, perfectionism, or simply feeling unmotivated. Once you address these root causes, you can take meaningful steps toward change. By replacing procrastination with action, you gain a sense of control over your life. The more tasks you complete, the more confident and capable you'll feel. This sense of accomplishment directly contributes to your happiness as you free yourself from the weight of unfinished tasks and embrace a more productive and fulfilling lifestyle. In conclusion, these toxic habits, constant comparison, negative self-talk, holding on to grudges, seeking external validation, and procrastination can secretly undermine your happiness. Recognizing and addressing them is the first step toward a more fulfilling life. By letting go of these behaviors and adopting healthier alternatives, you can create the mental and emotional space needed for joy to flourish. Happiness is not something to chase, but something to nurture within yourself by breaking free from these toxic patterns.